I missed 3 things in Penacony. Three very, very big things that I missed from the story, and I wanted to go through them today with you guys. There was so much lore, so much backstory, so many little Easter eggs and stuff that I wanted to review with you guys through watching some videos and some other lore videos that other creators have created. And I'm, shout out to these folks. So firstly, we're going to watch a video by Ken the Blue Hat because they point out some really, really just eye-opening theories. I'm super excited. Let's hop in, yeah? Who or what is Acheron? Before the Trailblaze arrived in Penacony, they experienced a dream where they met acheron. She introduces herself as a Galaxy Ranger, correct? A Galaxy Ranger.
She's a Galaxy Ranger? She's actually an Emanator.
Emanators are individuals capable of drawing powers directly from the path. Yes. We knew that. So as far as we know, Herta, Fantilia, and Adventuring's boss, Diamond, to be Emanators. Oh, Diamond's also an Emanator. Oh, I didn't know that. Throughout the encounter, Acheron seems to know the Trailblazers from somewhere.
I wish to know. Have we met somewhere before?
So, have we met somewhere before? And I kind of mean, chat. I thought Acheron was referring to a completely different universe. I thought Acheron was talking about Genshin or Honkai Impact the Third. But, in fact, let's figure out what she's actually talking about. She has different voice lines depending on whether you're a Trailblazer male or female.
Friend. In the haze of my recollections, she stood shoulder to shoulder with me.
We could ask you the same thing.
Penacony's rife with rumors now about the Watchmaker, a legacy.
Later in the mission, it seems like others cannot perceive.
Tales.
You aren't hiding anything, are you?
Huh. Black Swan does not seem to have heard what Acheron just said in the red text.
Hiding? I don't think I'd be capable of that in front of a memo keeper. Since our destination is the same, how
when you try to
about
decline
join
her
forces?
from joining your team...
What do you think?
I didn't decline. I said yes.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you clearly. Could you repeat that?
I mean, no can do.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you clearly. Could you repeat that?
You have to accept her. What? Dude, that's so cool. I didn't know that. Dude, there's so many little things that I missed. I got a lot of them. I got like the Firefly, post-story scene. I got some other little ones, but like this stuff I did not go through.
What's going on? That weird feeling is back again.
Thank you. I'm truly grateful.
It appears that she forcefully changes the text, your options using the same red text. It's like Doki Doki Literature Club, chat. It's on those like otherworldly fourth dimensional, manipulation levels. It's crazy. When it's it's just Monica, you know what I mean? Only Monica.
I truly hope so.
At this point, it's clear that whatever this red text is, it's not simple aesthetic choice. It's not. Either Acheron or someone else is tampering with the Trailblazer's free will. If Adventuring is right about Acheron being an Emanator, altering fate and choices of an individual become possible for someone like her. Why? Because, but which Aeon Emanators can seemingly have powers that can rival fate itself? Well, of course.
You haven't been in Penacony long.
Ahility can actually be rivals to fate. Interesting.
I'm trying to find my own room too, and I heard a commotion here. So I came to take a look. Luckily your door was open, or could have gotten dangerous. That man looked like he was up to no good.
Up to no good?
Sorry, can you point me in the direction of the lobby? All these hallways really look the same to me. Are there no staff members here at all?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Remember, so like, how did she find our room? Because someone manipulated her to actually end up finding our room. If she didn't find our room, she wouldn't have saved us, right? And Adventurine would have done some unseemly things to us. Ha, if you know what I mean. Like, ha, ha. Oh, excuse me. But the point stands, chat, right? Like, these red texts are almost interjections of a higher power that are altering the course of the storyline. Stop pressing the stupid. Now, if we go back to the first time we met her while we were on the express.
This is no way. This way.
Zoop. Notice how Acheron's completely unfazed, even though she shows us how to walk on walls.
Why not?
She can hear the thoughts in my head.
Not only that, but she even knows her way around the memory zone while she struggled before. Or sorry, where she struggled before. If Acheron we met here is not from the present, but from the future. But so it's almost like a Ouroboros effect, right? So where she in the future leads us here to go down the path of where she can get to lead us again. Does that make sense? So it's like a snake, like the Ouroboros like metaphor is like the snake eating its tail, right? So like that's how the loop happens. So we get to the point where Acheron is able to lead us back on this path. So time looping, right? It's a very, very popular theory. Because of the faction proving that life and existence has meaning, which is a direct opposite of Nine's belief, and aeons are the embodiment or concept of those concepts define fate. Funny enough, there's an aeon called Ouroboros. Which will also make Acheron the emanator of finality. Chat. If you didn't know, Terminus, the Aeon of Finality, exists backwards in time. As such, that which is future for us is past for Terminus, a la what Black Swan was saying. We're not moving towards the future or present, we're moving towards the past. Which also means that it's already witnessed the future of the entire universe. And surely enough, if you slow down the first cutscene, this is where it gets trippy, chat. We can see the time when Firefly turns back to see us. When Robin checks up on us after we fall. And we see Acheron walking backwards instead of forwards. Oh ho ho!
I wish to know, have we met somewhere before?
We have. In your past. But technically in my future. That is so interesting. Since it hasn't happened yet, others such as Black Swan don't see its existence. That's why she exists out of the Memo Keeper's purview. And based on what happens in the end, the Trailblazer better come prepared. I'm so bad, bro. Such are the powers of those that can harness the path of finality. So basically, she has seen everything we did in Penacony on the first scene of the quest. Correct. Well, okay, yes. So the Acheron that we know of that was in that dreamscape with us, Krogus, is the Acheron that we are going to meet at the end. So to circle back to the Ouroboros metaphor analogy, right? The snake that eats its own tail. Acheron leading us to that point, or being that connecting point, is the end of where we meet. So we are the head where time supposedly starts. The whole quest line, and then Acheron is that final point, that end of the tail where we meet together. The only problem with that theory is that it's not actually stated which finality path striders can do, and the terminus stated is vague enough to be taken in at least two different ways. Agreed. Agreed. However, even though the interactions with her seemingly is unknown, she uses these powers. This part I did not necessarily agree with. This part where Captain Blue Hat goes off about like the presence of Clocky. I think she was talking to Misha about, or talking to us about feeling the presence of Clocky. So I'm gonna skip this part a little bit. Alternate acheron theories. Let's move over here. Acheron's the first and last person we'll meet in Penacony, correct? Describes of a past incident we can match the acheron. Talks about the story between Phoebus, a nameless and most likely acheron. The red flowers on the relic also look similar to the ones on her art. Correct. Phoebus' goal was to locate 9, the Aeon of Nihility, a black hole, and enter it. Ooh, you're entering into the Aeon of Sea?
What do you mean by that?
Yo, this guy, damn, this guy's desperate. He wanted to go into the Aeon Ussy, bro. Sheesh. Then survive falling into 9. The databank describes it simply glancing at 9 can make you feel numb and dejected. Online, but directly moving back in time, most likely to fulfill its purpose. Yeah, so it's moving back in time to make sure the flow of time happens to where 9 still exists, right? Because there are multiple different branching path lines, and this kind of goes into a lot of like time-related theories where there are timelines where to which 9 does not exist. I think that Terminus is a paradoxical aeon. Its purpose is to prevent something from happening over and over, and the Nihility, being a massive black hole, will eventually swallow the universe. Interesting. Might have acknowledged her resilience of not completely losing herself. But since she's dying, she'll be dying soon, and maybe because of her promise to Acheron. Not going to have made Acheron the emanator of Nihility.
This is the only advice I have for you. From someone burdened with a blood debt.
A blood debt?
Why not?
She can hear the thoughts in my head?
Why not?
Since the path of Nihility believes existence to be meaningless, it often makes one forget things and give up. Really? That's interesting. Interesting. Okay, we're going to skip to this part, death in Penacony, because this part really got me confused, chat. Really, really got me confused. Death in Penacony. This one is the confusing one. This one you need to pay attention to. The first one that dies in front of us is Firefly, who is killed by the meme of death. And the second one is Robin, who we see in the dream pool inside the dreamscape.
One was a stowaway, the other was you.
Was you.
Somehow, a nightmare called death has descended upon Penacony.
Which is the meme.
Striking indiscriminately.
You like memes, chat?
Bringing spiritual death to all equally.
Later in Black Swan Sparkle Companion Mission, we again deal with death of someone. It's emphasized that dying in dreams will at most wake you up in reality. That's the confusing part, right? And we've witnessed this before, and I think Captain Blue Hat goes into this a little bit more, but we witnessed our death. Where, chat? In the very, very, very beginning scene, when we went into the dreamscape with, guess who? Acheron, right? Died in the dreamscape. All right, let's not kid ourselves. She slit us open, right? Like Operator. And we woke up. So at most, quote unquote, if you were to unalive yourself in the dreamscape, you would at most get waken up in real life, supposedly.
In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst, you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
Exactly. What if Sparkle is working with the Stellaron Hunters and the parallel of her dying 3 times is like Firefly, Robin, and one more dying but not dying in the end? Interesting. You've seen JoJo's Part 6. What happened to Jotaro was he lost SBTW. So what happens to you if you die by the meme of death? Oh. Interesting. Interesting. And again, they speak of, again, that spiritual death, right? Does the spiritual death, does the death of the spirit mean the death of the person? Essentially, because the spirit can be considered the person, or whatever, concept of spirit they have in Honkai Star Rail. And we wake up from the dream. The gameplay mechanic of the meme of death enemy also seemed to have a way to bring somebody back. If you decline Aventuring's offer and walk out of the dream near the end... I did this, yes. We are told that Charmony's festival happens as expected once Penacony's crisis is resolved. And the main performer of the festival is none other than Robin, who is currently dead, quote unquote. So the family still has something planned to bring her back in the end. Oh, and all this Penacony has a blessing and protection of the Aeon of Harmony. Correct.
There is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. Not even a memo keeper can break this barrier.
Yes, not even a memo keeper, but something larger, much greater in power can. Like an Aeon. Oh? Or an emanator of an Aeon. Oh? The stand stands for the soul, so he was slowly dying and his body was decomposing. I think that was going on happening in Firefly and Robin if they can't reclaim their dream selves from the meme. Yes. So there are many things that point to the possibility that neither Robin nor Firefly are truly dead. They're not dead, Copium! Yes, chat, they're not dead! Ain't no way! The last mission's also titled Whodunit. It can be entirely possible that Robin was not killed by death, but somebody else. The last mission was also titled Whodunit, which means we don't know the killer. But do we know the killer?
Which one?
Aventurine, no? They've all been from people killed by death or who are waiting to be rescued. Whoa. However, what's confusing is Black Swan's reaction to Firefly's death.
I know you're confused and sad. Whoever that girl might have been, a living soul, a memory that was meant to last. She simply vanished, like the dissolution of bubbles in water.
In here, she's making it sound like her death was permanent. Why?
Disappearing in an instant.
As a memo keeper, she understands dreamscapes very well, which raises the possibility of true death. Unless she's lying to make us progress in her plan or deal with Aventurine. I don't think that's necessarily the deal. I think that the whodunit and the real death are actually potentially real, and that we need to figure out why there's actually true death happening within the dreamscape where it's only supposed to be, you wake up from the dream, because there are real people dying in the dreamscape, and that's what we got to figure out. But at the same time, hopium, and they come back. Maybe if we free their memories from death. In the description of the Lightcone Destiny's thread for Warn, Black Swan mentions of the entire situation missing a card. She was missing a card. Remember, chat, I believe it was in the Black Swan trailer. It was like the trailer 1 or trailer 2 when she was like pretending to be like other people and she was like jumping around in different like billboards. Do you guys remember this? One of the trailers of Black Swan, right? The Duke Inferno card was burned up. So I'll add one, she says. Half of her trailer focused on the meme of death. Correct. Sick is the first bunny, Seize does the second, Medicine does the third bunny seek, and Brew does the fourth. Past is the fifth bunny, and Bears the body does the sixth. Digging is the seventh, and Bearing does the eighth. To collapse and weep is the ninth, and Ask does the 10th. Answer does the ninth bunny. Oh, fifth is gone. Gone and never to return. Woo! What the hell? What in the heck? So, let us see. Could it be that Black Swan who was the one who added the meme of death in the first place? Another possibility could be that it was the IPC that added death into the dreamscape. The technology behind Penacony's world was originally created by the IPC after all. And me personally, I actually subscribe to this theory that there's something with the IPC. And you know why, chat? It's because in the scene, when we choose not to go with Adventurine, right? It says that the Charmony Festival, we figure out what happened and the Charmony Festival continues without a hitch. But do you know what had happened? We found out a conspiracy about the IPC, right? That they were tampering with the dreamscape. Could it be that Adventurine is trying to see that through because he was hired by Diamond to make sure that their plans of messing with the dreamscape and messing with Penacony were to go to fruition? Maybe. Intended to control it, but it's too strong. Now it's a threat to everybody. Interesting. Duke Inferno is dead, but what if Black Swan took his memories and turned him into the meme of death? Whoa. Interesting. She'll add a new card, which is the meme of death. She added death into the playing field, right, of cards. And it's actually the soul of Duke Inferno. Interesting. Because they never had a situation like this before. It wasn't until all the players came onto the playing field where we were able to introduce death, right? Because before it was all, hunky-dory. It was all happy and jolly until we came along. So tampering the dreamscape to expose the dangers of the Penacony dream to stop its business. Ultimately taking back the former IPC property, this could be a viable plan. Whoa.
Come on, Mr. Yang and the rest must be at the front desk.
So next, this theory goes into Misha. Now, we arrive at the Penacony, March ignores him as he approaches us. This kid, welcome to the reverie.
If you need help.
Chat, this kid is not just a bellboy. Ain't no way this kid's just a bellboy. Granted, he is a 4-star. But this kid ain't a bellboy. This kid ain't no bellboy. You wouldn't give us a character that just helps us with our luggage. Ain't no shot. Okay? I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it one bit. This kid is involved in the story. For sure. Not this first part, but definitely towards the end. Ain't no way I'm going to believe that this kid is not involved in the rest of the story. He can freeze time with this technique. I know.
Checking in. Please head straight to the concierge.
Right, to Watchmaker, and based off of Misha's LC, he'll join the Nameless. Really? Could Misha be either that one of the actual 3 people or a descendant of the 3 missing Nameless? Remember, chat, that was one of our goals as well. A little checklist to find the 3 Nameless. His grandfather was a Nameless, I think. It's a theory that the Watchmaker is a Nameless. Yes. So, very curious as to how Misha... I feel like Misha will definitely be like, hey, I'm coming to save y'all from being swallowed up in Black Swan's plan or something like that, or Acheron's plan or whatever. You can also see Clocky. I think so. Wait, he can't see Clocky, actually. Acheron mentioned that she felt Clocky's presence.
I'm Misha, a bellboy working here on Penacony. Pleased to be at your service. If you need help with your
he is very pure of heart, right?
Over here. Something's not right.
Should you need assistance with moving luggage to your room, feel free to contact me. Please, go ahead. Don't keep your friend waiting.
Misha's in trouble! Tick-tock! Help! Help!
How come they're all people I know?
What do
all.
We only met once before. It's my pleasure to meet you. It's possible that acheron is not referring to Clocky in this next line.
If Clocky really exists, that can explain a lot of things.
What does that mean?
Huh. Can you see me too?
Watch as she looks straight towards Misha and not down.
Inexplicable next to you. But it's a shame that I can't communicate with him like you can.
Oh, like you can, as in Misha can communicate with Clocky. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I do want to go to the Mikhail parts. Let's move on here. Even in the end, once acheron leaves, Firefly acts as if everyone left, that Misha doesn't exist.
May our paths cross again.
We also heard the name Mikhail many times. Who the hell is Mikhail? Oh, that's Misha. Right there, that was Misha. Misha is a diminutive name for Mikhail. Really? Like what's it? Like Dick and Anthony? No, it's not Anthony. Richard. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's Richard, not Robert. Thank you, Rune. Richard and Dick. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy, chat. I'm not just talking about Dick. Because Mikhail is also similar to Misha. Thank God it gave me names, not the sussy stuff. Yeah, Richard. It's Richard. His technique spawns Dream Prison, which also looks like a clock. His Eidolon name seems suspicious for someone who's just a bellboy. He ain't just a bellboy. He's definitely a descendant or someone related to the actual to the maker. It's also implied that the watchmaker at Penacony is nameless too. Correct. Misha also dreams of traveling the cosmos and perhaps joining the Express crew. That would be kind of sick if we actually had Misha join as like a genuine member of the crew. And maybe Misha is what remains of Mikhail after so many years.
You can think of this as the entrance to the golden hour. I'm here to provide guidance to our guests.
Wait, chat. And this is kind of just like a throw it out like left field. Mikhail is the original person, but Mikhail, the actual soul of Mikhail is dead, and what's left is Misha. Misha is a fragment left of Mikhail. Very much like how when you take the memories and the bubbles and the soul of Robin and Firefly, right? What's left, right? The spiritual death, what's left is something somewhat almost unrecognizable. A la Mikhail to Misha. Yo, then you can never leave the dreamscape. Essentially, right? And that's basically what's happened to some quests. Some side quests do touch on that concept, so it could definitely be possible. I haven't done the side quests. I was planning on doing one of the story quests today, a la doing one of either Acheron or Sparkle, but maybe I'll just do it off stream. Just because, I don't know. Playing through quests, they're fun. I like playing through quests, especially main quest stuff, but I feel like we could be doing some other things. Like we could be playing through Memory of Chaos and doing more interactive stuff. But definitely I will be taking a look at the side quests because I have not yet done the story quests for Sparkle or not Acheron, Black Swan. So that is so interesting. And I know there's so much other stuff. This stuff I didn't really want to touch on, to be honest. Why Acheron, Sampo, and Katsuki. I don't really want to touch on this stuff because I generally went through it. I wanted to just go through things that I kind of missed personally and some theories that I missed. Also, chat, you know what? I'm actually incredibly angry. Okay, can I say this? I'm incredibly angry that you guys didn't tell me to go Himeko. This is what I mean.
Part of me wants to do Welt. Why is everyone saying Himeko? She's sus? All right, I'll do it. If she's sus, chat, I'll do Himeko.
You plead guilty to this charge?
Yes, I plead
Using other carriages to be guilty.
Ew!
You plead guilty to this charge?
Why are they doing this? I am never going to emotionally recover from this. She's not going to do it again.
Do you admit to being the culprit
Surely.
in every case?
Sorry. I am indeed the worst nameless in the universe.
What? How does it get?
I needed that, chat. I needed that. What happened? Why did we drop the ball on that one? Why did we drop the ball on that one? What happened? What happened, chat? Come on. You guys should have told me, right? I picked I picked Kalis, all right? Not that I don't like Caleb, but come on. All right? We needed that one, chat. Penacony, honestly, this is one of the best storylines I've ever experienced personally inside of a Hoyoverse game. I haven't played too much HI3, but let me know down in the comments below on your Honkai Impact the Third, Honkai Star Rail / Genshin, whatever theories related to the Penacony storyline. I'm incredibly excited to see what the next portion, the interlude, whatever has for us. And make sure you guys like, subscribe to see more, and we'll see you in the next one. Josh out.